without George Bailey tonight. I own everything that I have. Without him, I wouldn't have a roof over my head. Please watch over George. He never thinks of himself. He only thinks of others. That's why he's in such a pickle. Please, God, keep an eye on George Bailey tonight.
Dear God, please watch over my dad tonight. Yeah, my dad too.
God, watch over my son George tonight. Picture this. Imagine a scene in the heavens, celestial beauty. Yeah. Stars. Among the stars, two angels. Joseph. An angel that's not named. Hello, Joseph. Trouble? Looks like we're gonna have to send someone down. I've been getting a lot of prayers in answer to this fella named George Bailey. George Bailey? Oh, yes. It's this day of reckoning today. Who's up today? Well, that's what I wanted to tell you about, sir. It's that clockmaker's turn again. Oh, Clarence? Yeah. You know, he's got the IQ of a rabbit. Yes, but he has the faith of a child. Call upon Clarence. You sent for me, sir? Clarence, we have a big issue here. We have a young man who's lost all hope. Oh dear, is he sick? No worse, he's discouraged. At precisely midnight tonight, he will be throwing away God's greatest gift. Oh dear, that must mean his life. Oh my goodness, I only have an hour to get ready. Just sit tight. You're going to spend that hour to get to know George Bailey personally. Sir, you know, if I happen to do a good job with this George Bailey, might I get my wings, you know? I mean, it's been 200 years. People are starting to talk. I'll tell you what. You do a good job with George Bailey, and I'll see about getting you those wings. Now, peer down at this humble abode down here.
Why? I don't see anything.
Oh, that's right. You don't have your wings yet. Here, let me help you. There. Now can you see? Oh my God, I can see everything. Once you get your wings, you'll be able to see like this at all times. This is the town of Bedford Falls. Imagine any town USA. A quaint little hamlet. You've got the movie theater, you've got the bowling alley, you've got the schools, the firehouse. You know, work with me here. Oh, who's that little boy down there? That's the young 12-year-old George Bailey. The year is 1919. Now, something will happen here that you're going to have to pay attention to. In efforts of time, I will just tell you what it is. That man down there, the young boy, George Bailey, is sledding down this steep hill, and he calls upon his brother.
And now, up next is the fraidy cat, my brother Harry. I'm not scared.
But he really is. He sleds down that hill, but can't control it. He dives into the pond and he's drowning. George leaps in and pulls Harry from the frigid water. George saved his brother's life that day, although he caught a bad cold, which infected his ear. He lost his hearing in his right ear. Never again. In fact, it was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks before he was able to return to his job. Ooh, excuse me. At the young Mr. Gower's drugstore. You guys know what a drugstore is, so I won't late.
Oh boy, I wish I had $1 million. Hot dog! So you figured out what you wanted yet? I think I'll take chocolate. Okay, Mary. Do you want any coconuts to go with the chocolate? I don't like coconuts. You don't like coconuts? Hey, brainless, don't you know where coconuts come from? It comes from here, Fiji, Canary Islands, and all that foreign stuff. A new magazine. I've never seen it before. Ha! Of course you haven't. Only us explorers can get it. I'm going to travel the world. You'll see. I'm going to be going places. I'm going to go to Egypt and everything else. I'm nominated to the National Geographic Society. Hold on. George, is this the ear you can't hear out of? What? George Bailey, I'll love you till the day I die. Yeah, I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to get me a harem with like 6 or 7 wives. You'll see.
George! I'll pay you to be a canary.
Telegram. Dear Mr. Gower, stop. We regret to inform you that your son has suddenly died of influenza. Stop. All care has been taken to ensure his comfort. Stop. Mr. Gower? Do you need anything?
Take these capsules over to the Springmeyer's residence.
All right. Mr. Gower, are you okay?
Keep going!
I'll ask Dad. He'll know what to do.
So George travels to the Bailey Building and Loan. Family business. His dad, Peter Bailey, runs it. Peter Bailey is sitting here. On the other side of the table, Mr. Potter, the meanest and richest man in the county. And one of the senior stockholders of the Building and Loan. Had to associate that.
Hey, is my dad in?
Shh, be quiet, George. Potter's blowing a storm in there. Look, Mr. Potter, all I need is another 30 days. Have you been putting any pressure on these people to pay these mortgages? Well, times are bad, Mr. Potter. You know, people don't have the money these days. Ha. Well, then foreclose on them. What, are you some kind of heartless person? Are you running a business or a charity ward? Not with my money. I'll never understand you, Mr. Potter. You seem to be a sick person. My goodness. I mean, you have no wife, you have no children. You have more money than you can ever hope to spend in your lifetime. Oh, and I suppose I should just give it to miserable failures like you to spend for me. Ah.
My dad's not a failure. You tell him, Dad. Mr. Potter, you're just a big old dumb person.
Now, George, just run away. We don't need language like that. I'll see you at supper. Tell your mother I said hi. Now look. What? That medicine. I should have been there an hour ago. George, what'd you do do with those capsules?
I didn't have...
What's the matter with you, young? Don't you know that boy's been sick? Don't you know he's been suffering from influenza? My God, you lazy old...
Mr. Geller, please stop! You're hurting my sore ear!
I ought to club your hide. Don't you know that that child needs that medicine?
Mr. Geller, it's not your fault. You did something. You weren't looking what you were doing. I know you didn't mean it. You put something bad in those capsules. Here, look what you did. I tell you, it's poison. I tell you, you got it from the wrong bottle. I know that you didn't mean it, Mr. Gower. I know that you're sad from your son dying. Just look what you did.
George.
No, don't hit me again. Don't hit my sore ear again.
George.
I'll never tell a soul, Mr. Gower, I promise. Not a soul.
So did he ever tell anyone about the pills? No, not as long as he has lived. What about the girl? Did they ever get married? Just sit down and watch, for God's sake. No, I don't think the suitcase will do me very good. I want a big one. How about this one? Now you're talking. Boy, I could use this as a raft if the boat ever sank. How much do you want it? No charge. That must have been my trick ear. It sounded like you said no charge. What's my name doing on the bag? It was a present from old man Gower. He wanted to see you off in style. Oh, my old boss, isn't that just swell? Oh. I think I'll go thank him in person. I'm off to Tahiti, I'm off to Rome, and everywhere else in between. Hey, Mr. Gower. Oh, George. Oh, thank you ever so much for the suitcase. It's the least I can do. I owe you so much more. Oh, wait a minute. Wish I had $1 million. Hot dog! Here we are up in the heavens again. Once again, in efforts of time, I'm going to have to narrate part of the story. Fast forward a few more years. George's son, Harry, graduating from college. Or not college, high school. Sorry. George, on the main hand, you know, he's been saving and scrimping his whole measly life. He's finally accrued enough money to take a trip around the world to Europe like he always wanted to. And then college. It's gonna be good. Meanwhile, George, in this time frame, accompanies Harry to Harry's graduation, where he meets, once again, the young Mary. Only Mary's not so young anymore, if you know what I mean. After successfully charming her away from her bogus date, they had a marvelous time dancing the Charleston in the Charleston contest, where a hilarious mishap, the pool opens up on the bottom of the floor, and in they go. And in goes the rest of the faculty. It's like a big, huge, fantastic number. You gotta actually see it. Meanwhile, afterwards, George and Mary are walking home. Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. And dance by the light of the moon. Well, hey, Mary, that's pretty swell. I tell you.
I'm so glad that you actually got these clothes for us.
Oh man, I had to wrestle off half the football team to get them. But that's nothing. Glad to do it for you. Say, if I was any other person, I'd say you'd look pretty beautiful in this moonlight.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know, maybe I will. How old are you, Mary?
18.
Oh, 18? Why, just last year you were 17.
Is that too young or too old?
Oh, no. Your age is just right. It fits you. It suits you. Sorry, stepping on your cloak here.
My train, please.
A pox upon me! What a loaf I am. Your caboose, m'lady.
You may kiss my hand.
Say, Mary.
As I was walking down the
No. All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'll throw a rock at the old gimbal place.
Oh, no, don't, George. I love that old house.
No. Listen, you throw a rock and you bust the glass and you make a wish, and it's got to come true. And these days, you got to be a pretty good shot. Here, take a look.
Oh, no, that old house is full of all sorts of romance and splendor. I'd like to live in it someday.
Well, you want to live in this dank, rusty old place? I wouldn't live in it as a ghost. Now, just watch that second story window.
What'd you wish for, Georgie?
Oh, not just one wish, but a whole hat full of them. You see, I'm gonna be going places and doing things. I know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after, and the year after. I'm gonna know what I'm gonna do the rest of my life. I'm gonna shake the dust off of this crummy town, and I'm gonna see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon. I'm gonna go to the Colossus. I'm gonna go, oh heck, I'm gonna go to the Great Wall of China, even though he doesn't really. Then I'm gonna come back here to college, see what they know. Then I'm gonna build things. I'm gonna build runways so long. I'm gonna build skyscrapers 100 stories high. I'm gonna build like bridges a mile long and you're gonna throw a rock, Mary? Well, hey, that's a pretty good shot. What'd you wish for?
Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight.
Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon? What'd you wish for when you threw that rock?
Oh, George, if I tell it might not come true.
What is it you want, Mary? You want the moon? Well, just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down for you. Yeah, that'd be swell.
I'll take it.
Well, then you can swallow it, see? And it will dissolve inside you. And the tiny little moonbeams will shoot out the end of your fingers and out your toes and the end of the strands of your hair. And... Am I talking too much? Yes! Why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death? What was that, old-timer? I said, why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death? You want me to kiss her? Nah, use is wasted on the young. Now, just a minute there. You come back out here. I'll show you some kissing. I'll put hair back on your head. You'll see. Mary? Where? All right, I give up. Mary, where are you? Oh, in efforts of time. George, come quickly. It's your father. He's had a stroke. He's in the hospital. Oh, look, Mary, I can't play with you anymore. I gotta go. Scene change. Bailey Buildings and Loan. Post Peter Bailey's death. Surrounded by the table is the board of directors, stockholders and such. At one end, Mr. Potter. The other end, we've got
We've got George Bailey, and we've got Uncle Billy, the late Peter Bailey's brother and partner. Now, we as the board would like to thank George Bailey for taking time off to help settle this affair during this transitional period. We know that he sacrificed his trip to Europe to help get this affair. And now I'd like to make a motion here. The chair recognizes Mr. Potter. I say that this institution is not necessary to this place and time, and I suggest we dissolve it immediately and turn its assets over to the whole stockholders. My God, Peter Bailey's not even fresh in the ground. You're talking about chloroforming the building and loan? Peter Bailey was no businessman. I could tell you that. God rest his soul, but I tell you, there's some odd goings on here. It's a lot of redundancy. Take a look at this loan right here to an Ernie Bishop, the guy who sits in his cab all day. I know for a fact he applied for a $5,000 loan at the bank just last week, and we turned him down. And he comes here, and next thing you know, we're building him a house worth $5,000. Why? Well, Mr. Potter, I handled that one myself. You've got all the information. You've got his salary, his insurance. I personally can vouch for his character. Oh, friend of yours, eh? It just goes to show that if you shoot pool with someone who works here, you can borrow money. What does that give you? A slipshod, lazy rebel instead of a working middle class. Now, I say. Now, just a minute, Mr. Potter. My father was no businessman. I mean, why he started this penny ante building and loan business, I'll never know. But one thing you can't say about him, you can't talk bad about his character, because his whole life he never once thought of himself. I mean, he never saved enough money to send Harry to college, let alone me. You know, but he did help a few people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. And what's wrong with that, huh? I tell you what, you tend to treat these people as if they're low down and cowardly. Well, I happen to know that this low down raggle of a middle class, they do most of the buying and selling and living and dying in this town. Is it too much to ask that they do their buying and selling and living and dying in a few decent rooms and a bath? Anyway, my father didn't think so. To him, they were human beings. But to you, Mr. Potter, a war-frustrated old man, they're cattle. Well, I tell you what, in my book, my dad died a much richer man than you'll ever be. I am not interested in your book, George. I'm interested in the building and loan. I know what you're interested in. You're upset because you can't get your fingers on this and it's gnawing at you. It's the one thing in town that you don't have. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the board, I may not know much, but I do know that this town needs this two-bit institution. If only that there can be a place to go without having to crawl to Potter. Anyway, I gotta go to college. That's telling that old son of a gun. Oh, I wish you guys could have been there. He just tore him like a new one. Come over here. I'm here to inform you of the council's decision. They voted Potter down. They want to keep it going. Oh, hey, that's splendid news. Isn't that Uncle Billy? There's just one condition though. They elected George here to succeed his father as head of the building and loans. Well, now wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can't do that. I mean, I'm going to college. I'm leaving right now. This is my last chance. I'm a week late as it is. Well, Uncle Billy can handle things. You just, but George, they'll vote with Potter if you don't. Back to the celestial. Sorry. Sticky mouth. Let me guess. George didn't go. No. And more than that, he gave his college money to his brother Harry. Harry went to college, became a good football star,
Meanwhile, George stayed at the building and loans, got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back. Until that one day. Oh, isn't it great, Uncle Billy? Harry's train should be coming in any minute. And I tell you what, once he comes in, I'm free of this building and loans. I'm finally gonna go on that trip. Finally. Jeez. You know what the 3 best sounds in the world are? Yeah, it's breakfast is served, lunch is served, dinner is served. No. It's anchor bells and train whistles and plane motors. Duh. Hey, Georgie. Oh, hi, Harry. Oh, how the heck are you? Oh, this son of a gun. Yeah. Oh, hey. We're gonna be heading back to Mom's in a minute. She's cooking a fatted calf. Oh, hey. Before I forget, I got a surprise for you. Here. Guys, meet Ruth. Ruth Aiken Bailey, if you don't mind. What? I told you I had a surprise for you guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, meet the wife. Well, how do you do, Ruth? What am I saying? You got married. Oh, why don't you tell a guy? Oh, what made you marry this big-headed brother of mine? Anyway. Oh, it's not much. It's all for the money, after all. My father offered him a big job. He just absolutely loves him. Anyway, I'll be right back. George, about that, Ruth spoke out of turn. I never said I'd take it. You've been holding the bags here long enough, and I won't let you down. Anyway, I'm going to go help Ruth with the bags. Well, hey, Ruth, that job. Is it a good job? Oh, yeah. Not much money, but there's a good future. Oh, my God, isn't it wonderful? Well, Harry's getting married. I'm still happy. I think I'll go spit in Potter's eye. I think I will. I'm walking off. Okay. So, George, in a state of depression and conflict about whether to stay or go. And really, I guess he's at a moment where he really wants to know what he wants to do with his life. On one hand, you know, he's got his hopes and dreams. The other hand, feelings that I will describe to you right spanking now. The exterior of Mary's house. Hello, stranger. Hello, Mary. What are you doing, picketing? Would you like to come in? Oh, maybe just a minute here. Mom, I'm gonna be downstairs. Okay, dear. Well, you coming in? I guess. Some joke, eh? And that's by the light. What? Oh, yeah, that, yeah, right. Wasn't it great about Harry getting married? Yeah, I guess. What's the matter? Don't you like her? Well, of course I like her. She's a peach. Oh, so it's just marriage in general you don't like. All marriage is fine for Harry and Ruth and you and Sam Wainwright. But I didn't tell anyone I was coming over here. Mary, who's that down there with you? It's George Bailey, Mother. George Bailey? What does he want? I don't know.
What do you want, George?
Well, nothing. I just came in to fight the cold. I mean, you're the one who has all the answers here.
What? Why don't you just go then? Well, you know what? I might just go. Well, you know what? Just go. All right, I
will. Mary, Sam's down there on the phone. Where's that George Bailey?
He's making violent love to me, Mother.
You tell him to go on home right now. Sam's on the phone.
Hello? Hee-haw. Hi, Sam.
Excuse me, I forgot my hat.
Oh, who just walked in? George Bailey. What, George Bailey? Old Razorback George, old Needle-Nose George? Well, hee-haw, put him on. George, Sam wants to talk to you.
Hello?
Hey, George, you making time with my girl over there?
Well, I'm not trying to make time with anything. I'm just leaving here. Here's Mary.
Now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, George. Stay on the line. I gotta talk to you. You know that book that you read in Martini's place a long time ago about making plastics out of soybeans?
Yeah, soybeans. Remember?
Well, I tell you what. My dad heard that, and he's eating up the whole idea. He's gonna build a factory right here in Bedford Falls. Can you believe it? I want you to get in on the ground level. You too, Mary. Get on the other line. Well, Mother's on the other line.
I am not!
Anyway, we both can hear. Just talk. Well, anyway, I want you to put all of your money into our stock. And then, I'll tell you what, George, I got a job for you. Just hang tight.
Just tell him that it's going to be the chance of a lifetime. Mary, can't you talk some sense into that George Bailey?
He said it's going to be the chance of a lifetime.
Now you listen here. I don't want no soybeans. I don't want no ground floor. And I don't want to get married. Not to anyone. Anyone, you understand? I want to do what I want to do. And what I want. Oh, Mary. George and Mary Bailey, everybody. Say hi to the new bride. Oh, man. Well, hey, look who's driving the cab. Hey, it's me, Ernie, the cab driver. You remember? Oh, well, howdy, stranger. I tell you what, this is going to be a big day. We're finally going to go on the honeymoon. Here, count that for me, would you?
Oh, my. I feel like a bootlegger's wife.
$2,000. We're gonna hit everything. We're gonna go to London. We're gonna go to Paris, and then the sky's the limit. We're gonna come back here and do God knows what. Just one happy family with the woman that I love.
Oh, George.
Hey, don't look now, but there's trouble down at the bank. Now, I've never seen one before, but that's got all the earmarks of a run, if I ever saw one. Uh-oh. You stay here, Mary. You wait a minute. I'll be right back. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen. What's the matter? Can't you get in? Everyone, just take your seat along the edge. We'll have plenty of, there's plenty of seats. We'll seat you all in a minute. You. What's the matter, Uncle Billy? All I know is that, how does a thing like this ever get started? All I know is that an hour ago, the bank came in and they called in our loan. I handed over all of my cash to them. All of it. Not a cent. And I got scared and I closed the door. I tried to call you, but you had already left. Oh, God, what a pick. Hello? It's Potter. Potter. George, there's a rumor running around town that you've closed your doors. Is that right? Well, good to hear it. I'm here to tell you that I've just met with the president of the bank. I've satisfied their funds for the foreseeable future. They're going to close for a week and then reopen. Now, he just took over the bank. I may lose a fortune, but I'm willing to guarantee your place as well. Tell your stockholders that I am willing to pay 50 cents on the dollar for every stock of the Bailey Building and Loans. Well, you don't miss a trick, do you, Mr. Potter? Well, you're gonna miss this one. Now you listen to me, George Bailey. If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you will never reopen. I will see to that. Hello? Hello? Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's not, I know it may seem bleak, but it's not as bad as it all sounds at first. What do we do for money? My husband hasn't worked in a year. I just got off the phone with Mr. Potter. He guaranteed the bank they're gonna close for a week and reopen. A week? But what do we do? I have doctor bills. I've got medicine. I need money now. all of my money is here, George. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but did Potter guarantee this place? Well, we don't need Potter in here. We can handle this. We can handle this. I'm going to take my money right now. Now, wait a minute, Tom. You got... I've got $242 in this bank. I would take $242. Well, you're thinking of this place all wrong. You're acting like we got the money back in a safe, but the money's not here. It's in Fred's house, and Bill's house, and Aunt Alicia's house, and Andy's house, and Jason's house, and Brian's house. You're investing in them so that they'll pay you back. You know, you just gotta wait it out. I'll take my money right now. All right, Tom, here. You just sign that and you'll get your money in 60 days. Well, 60 days? Well, that's what you agreed upon when you signed on with us. Hey, Tom, did you get your money? No, I didn't. Well, I just did. I went to old man Potter. He's paying 50 cents on the dollar for every share. 50 cents on the dollar? 50 cents? What's this? I tell you what, can you pay me? Come on, Tom, you gotta stick to your original agreement. I'm getting out of here. Are you going to Potter's? Better to get half than nothing. I'm going to... No, wait a minute. Look. Now think about this before you get off all half-cocked. Come on. Look, we can manage this. I mean, I'm begging you not to do this. I mean, for goodness sake, like, I have to tell you, Potter, like, if you guys walk out on this now, there won't be a decent house built in this town anymore. Potter's already got control of the train lines, he's got control of the buses, he's got control of the department stores, the bank, now he wants us. Why? Because we're the only ones standing in his way. We're the only ones stopping him from charging whatever the heck you want. Tom, you lived in one of those Potter shacks for 2 years. Do you remember what he charged you for that broken down heap? And you, Al, like last week you couldn't make your mortgage payments. Well, we didn't take your house, did we? Well, you think Potter will let you keep it? Well, no. Look, we can manage this. We just gotta stick together. But I need money. How much do you want? Hey! I got $2,000 right here. $2,000. Everyone, come on over. We can settle up for the bank till the bank reopens. Here, what do you guys need to tide you over? I'll take $242.
Now, Tom, just for the week, until the bank opens.
I'll take $242. Oh, right, you old rubber. There's 2, 1, 2. And that'll close my account. Your account's still here. That's just a loan. Now, next.
Well, I've got $300 here, George.
Come on, Al. Can you work with me?
Well, I suppose I can get by on $20.
$20. Now you're talking. Okay, next. But George, this is your money. Just don't worry about that. Just what do you need till the bank opens? I'll take $17.50. What's your heart? $17.50 or you got 50 cents? Okay. 6 p.m. 10 seconds till. And 10, 9, 8. They're not going to close us up today. We got this. 4, 3, 2. Hey, yo! We did it! Lock the door. We're in business. We're by the skin of our teeth. We got $2 left. I tell you what. I propose a toast to Mama Dollar and Papa Dollar. And if you want to keep this old bailing and loans in business, you better have a family and quick. Oh my! I tell you what. I got. Wait. Where's Mary? Oh, I got married. Where? Wait, I gotta go find her. George, it's like a phone call. Never mind that. I gotta talk to my wife. Mrs. Bailey's on the phone. I don't want to talk to Mrs. Bailey. I want to talk to Mrs. Bailey. Oh, I guess I'm married now. Well, Mary. Yeah, sorry, I got hung up at the office. What? Come home. Where's home? 320 Sycamore? What the heck is 320 Sycamore? The Waldorf Hotel. Oh. 320 Sycamore. Remember that house at the very beginning of or middle of the show the big old wreck that they smashed the glass on? That's the one. My God, it's leaking. What the heck? You can't see this, but the inside of the house is decorated with big posters of like exotic places, with beaches like freaking Fiji and like Indonesia and all that jazz. Welcome home, Mr. Bailey. Mary, you did this for me? Not just that. Bert, Ernie, take it.
I love you truly, truly, dear.
No, I'm gonna have to skim through that. Future. Hey, it's me, Mr. Martini. Well, what are you doing? Are you moving? I'm leaving this potter's shack behind forever. Oh, you're renting a new house. Rent? Ha-ha! I own the house, thanks to George Bailey here. Oh, that's nothing. Meanwhile, Potter's office, the bank. Look here, Mr. Potter. I'm just your financial advisor, but I gotta say, you can't laugh off this Bailey building and loan anymore. Yeah? Take a look at this. The town 15 years ago. Half a dozen houses here and there. There's the old cemetery. I used to hunt rabbits there. Take a look at it today. Dozens of the prettiest little houses you've ever seen. 90% of them owned by suckers who used to pay rent for you, Mr. Potter. And boy, are the townspeople talking with the David and Goliath cracks. Oh, they are, aren't they? Even though they know the Baileys never made a dime off of any of those houses. I'll tell you why. The Baileys, they're all chumps. Each one of these houses is worth twice what the building and loan cost to build. But I tell you what, your Potter's Field is becoming just that, my friend. Well, I'm not interested in your opinion. Like I said, I'm just your financial advisor. But one of these days, this financial advisor will be asking George Bailey for a job.
Bailey's been a pimple on my neck for too long. Just call up George Bailey for me. Well, it's a very good cigar, Mr. Potter. You like it? I'll send you a box. Now, I suppose you know that I own just about everything in this town, except the building and loans. You, my friend, George Bailey, has been stopping me. In fact, you've beaten me, George, and that takes some doing. I've stated my end of the bargain. Nobody in this town seems to like me, but that's okay, because I don't very much like them. Let's look at it from your side. A young man, 28, making maybe $40 a week. Well, 45, Mr. Potter. $45. After supporting your mother and paying the rent, you might be able to keep 10, if you skimp. A child or two comes along, you won't even be able to keep the 10. Now, if you were any other average 28-year-old, I'd say you're doing pretty good, but you're no average 28-year-old. You're George Bailey. You are going places. The smartest man in his class is stuck here playing hogwash with a bunch of old goat smellers. What's your point, Mr. Potter? The point is, I want to hire you, my boy. Manage my affairs, run my properties. I'll start you off at $20,000 a year. $20,000 a year? Think about it, George. You live in the fanciest house in all the town, buy your wife all sorts of new clothes, maybe a business trip twice a year to New York, perhaps even Europe. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George? Well, sounds... Well, will you give me 24 hours to think it over? Oh, sure. You go and tell your wife, and I'll draw up the papers. All right? Oh, okay, Mr. Potter. Now, wait a minute. I don't need 24 hours to think about this. I don't need another second. The answer is no, Mr. Potter, no! God, son of a... You sit here and you spin in your web. You think the world revolves around you and your money. Well, it doesn't, Mr. Potter. I'd say in the grand scheme of things, you're nothing but a scurvy little spider. That goes for you, too. That goes for all of you. Why'd you have to marry a broken down old wreck like me when you could have had, like, Sam Wainwright? Well, I didn't want Sam Wainwright. I want my babies to look like you. Your baby? Mary, are you on the nest?
George Bailey lassos the stork.
The stork? Oh, Mary, is it a boy or is it a girl? So, we're back up here again. So as it turned out, Mary Bailey gave birth to a beautiful baby boy, and then a beautiful baby girl. Day after day, she worked tirelessly to remake the old Gimble house into a moderate home. Meanwhile, George Bailey Every single day, coming home late from the office, Potter was bearing down hard. But then, the big one hits. World War II is really, really happening. World War II is really, really here. And then came the war. Everyone was in on it. Old man Potter was head of the draft board. 1A, 1A, 1A. Mr. Gower and Uncle Billy sold war bonds. Sorry. Hey, get your war bonds here, get your war bonds. Meanwhile, like Bert the cop got wounded in South Africa, got the Silver Star. Ernie, the taxi driver, parachuted into France. Harry Bailey. Harry topped them all. As a World War II flying ace, he shot down 15 planes. 2 of them as they were about to crash into a troop transport, like full of soldiers. Harry Bailey saved the lives of every man on that transport that day. But what about George? 4F. On account of his bad ear, he had to fight the Battle of Bedford Falls. Scrap drives, rubber drives, paper drives, air raid warden. But hey, at least you got Harry. Sorry. Here, take a look at this, Ernie. Oh yeah, it's gonna snow later. What do you mean it's gonna snow later? Look at the headline. Harry Bailey decorated by President, Medal of Honor. I know, George. I'm just giving you the old one arm. Hey, here, you get a paper. You get a paper. Oh, here's everyone in the building in loans. Here, you get a paper. You get a paper. Paper for everyone. George Bailey. My name's Lionel Hutz. I'm the bank examiner number 242. Oh, okay. Well, just a minute. Wait till my Uncle Billy gets back. Hey, where's Uncle Billy? Well, he's down at the bank. He's making a deposit, $8,000. That's French. Sorry. Well, look, it's old man Potter. Well, Mr. Potter, what's news today? Well, would you look at that? Harry Bailey wins Medal of Honor, decorated by the presidency. Oh, you just can't seem to keep those Baileys down, can you? How's old George taking it? Oh, very jealous. He only lost 3 coat buttons this week. But I tell you what, if old George was over there, he would have gotten 2 medals. Yeah, you just can't keep those Baileys down, but you can't blame them, really. After all, not all the heels were in Japan and Germany. Give me my paper. Darn Baileys. I ought to do something. Hello? Take me back there, Gustav. You didn't happen to see a big wad of money laying around somewhere, did you? Did you see anything? Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, I don't know what's keeping Uncle Billy, Mr. Bank Examiner. I'll tell you what, maybe he's in his office. I'll go check. Miss Uncle Billy, the bank examiner, what's the matter with you? George. Now what, do you have any idea what you did with it? Let's retrace your steps. Exactly, what did you do? Did you buy anything? No, not a thing. I didn't even buy a stick of gum. Okay, I don't see it. Later at Billy's house. I don't know what came over me, George. Well, listen, you gotta think, Uncle Bailey. Uncle Billy? Billy Bailey? You gotta think, is there any secret places that you could have hidden it in? I've looked. I've been even in rooms that have been locked for years. Well, you gotta think. You know what happens if we can't find that money? You gotta think hard. I can't. This thinking hurts. Where's that money, you silly, stupid old fool? Where's that money? Do you have any idea what this means? This means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. That's what it means. One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me. Meanwhile, back at the Bailey house. Hello, George. Yeah. What's going on? Where did you get that wreath? No, it's at the office. Oh, well, where's your coat? It's at the office. Oh, goodness. Daddy, how do you spell hallelujah? I don't. Ask me later. Unless you keep playing that. I have to practice, Dad. It's going I have to practice. We're going to be having the family over. Yes, it's for Harry's homecoming. The whole family's coming in. Family? I don't want to see the family. Why we got to bring them here to this drafty old tin can? My God. I don't know. What are we doing here, Mary? Excuse me! Excuse me! Excuse you for what? I burped! You're excused. Why don't you go say hi to Zuzu upstairs? Zuzu? What's the matter with Zuzu? Oh, she's got the cold. The cold? What happened? Well, she ended up winning a flower at school today. They pinned it to her coat. She didn't want to crush it, so she kept her jacket open. Well, what's the matter? Is she okay? Oh, the doctor says she'll be just fine. The doctor was here? She's just running a small temperature, 98 degrees. It's nothing. My God, it's this drafty house we live in. It's wonder we don't all have pneumonia. It's like living in a freaking refrigerator. Why do we have to have so many kids, Mary? Hey, Dad, did you see the Thompsons got a new car down the street? What's wrong with our car? Nothing. Can you spell the word frankincense? I don't know. Just ask your mother. I'm going up to see Zuzu. Hi, Daddy. Look at my flower. Yeah, well, stay in bed, Zuzu. You gotta be in bed right now. I want to give my flower a drink. Oh, no. Taste it, Daddy. Okay, here, I'll paste it. There, I pasted it, and there, I gave the flower a drink. Now go to bed. But I want to look at my flower some more. Well, good. If you go to sleep, then you can dream about it. Then your flower will be a whole garden. I want to look at my flower. God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes, Mrs. Walsh, don't worry. Zuzu's feeling a lot better. What, is that Zuzu's teacher? There, let me talk to her. Hello, this is Mr. Bailey. You know, what's the big idea, you stupid old hag, trying to get my kid to die of pneumonia out there in the cold? I mean, sure, they may not be the best dressed. Oh, get away from me. They may not be the dressed kids in the block, but you know, I still try and provide for them anyway. Not that any idiotic teachers like you can No, Mrs. Walsh, she hung up. I'll hang her up. Oh, hey, hang on. What? Oh, Mr. Walsh. Well, now that I got you on the phone, let me tell you what I really think of your wife. Oh, you will, huh? Well, when you're man enough to take a swing at me, you just do that.
Daddy, how do we spell hallelujah?
What do I look like, a dictionary? Now stop playing that music. Stop it, stop it. Kid, I owe you an apology. Janie, keep on playing. Tommy, I owe you an apology too. What is it you want to know?
Nothing, Dad.
What's everyone looking at? Why is everyone so glum around here? I told you to play, Janie. Play it!
Oh, Daddy!
Why must you upset the children, George? Why don't you just... Hello, Uncle Billy. This is Mary. Listen, can you do me a favor? Okay. Back to Potter's office. The second one, yeah? The second. Okay, thank you very much. So that's the story, Mr. Potter. You got to help me. You're the only one I can turn to right now. Ah. So there seems to be a slight discrepancy in the books, eh? Well, there's nothing wrong with the books. They're perfectly fine. I just can't find $8,000. I misplaced it. I look for it everywhere. If you still want the building and loan, you know, you can have it. Oh, so you misplaced $8,000? Well, why'd you come to me, George? Why not to that Sam Wainwright? Well, he's in Europe. I can't get a hold of him. Well, then what about the rebel that you seem to be chummy with? Well, they don't have that kind of money, Mr. Potter. You're the only one in town who can help me. Well, seems I've become quite important. So tell me, George, do you have any securities, stocks, bonds, any sort of collateral? Well, I've just got some life insurance. It's $15,000 policy. And what's the equity on that? $500. $500. And you want me to loan you $8,000? Look at you. You think you're so cocky. You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. Well, what are you but a warped, frustrated young man? Crawling in here on your hands and knees, begging for help. No stocks, no security, just a $500 equity on a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive, George. I tell you what, why don't you go to the rabble and ask them for the $8,000, huh? I'll tell you why. Because they'll run you out of town on a rail. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, George. As a stockholder in the Bailey Buildings and Loans, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Malfeasance, misappropriation of funds, manipulation. Oh, go ahead and run, George. There's nowhere you can hide in a town like this. Bill, Mrs. Potter. Oh, God. God, This is at Martini's bar, by the way. God, I'm not a praying man, but I'm at the end of my rope here. You're really up there. Please, show me the way. Please, God, show me the way. Hey, Mr. George, why do you drink it so much? I hated to see you in this condition. Why don't you go home to your family, Mr. Bailey? Bailey? Which Bailey? Well, this is the Mr. George Bailey. My wife cried for an hour after you hung up on the phone. It's not bad enough that she has to slave all day teaching your kids to read and write, but you have to go ball her out like that. Now you get out of here, Mr. Wells. You get out of here and never come back. I want to pay for my drink. You get out and don't worry about the money. Nick, he don't come in here no more. No way. I guess that's what I get for praying. I'm out of here. No, please, George, please stay. Please, you can't go home in this condition. George! Oh, God. Joe Page Bridge. I'm worth more dead. I'm worth more dead than alive. Okay. What the? Help! 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 Well, hang on a minute, mister. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, God. A small, loamy shack right next to the bridge. George Bailey is drying off. The odd, strange fellow is drying off. He puts on a pair of really odd-looking pajamas. Sorry I didn't have time to get a sensible wardrobe. My wife gave me this. See, I was buried in it. Buried in it? Yeah, that's right. It was round about 200 years ago. I must be seeing things, and must have been that cold water. What'd you say your name was? Oh, Clarence Oddbody, AS2. Oddbody. AS2, what's that AS2 stand for? Angel, second class. You see, George, I didn't actually fall into that lake. I jumped in to save you. Well, to save me? Yes, I knew that if I jumped in and I was drowning, you'd dive in to save me. And you did. Your lip's bleeding? Yeah, I got a busted lip for an answer for a prayer. No, George, I'm the answer to your prayer. I'm here to show you the way. You know, it's not good to throw away your life like that. Oh, what do you know? If you're an angel, where are your wings? Oh, I haven't won them yet. But I will if you'll help me. All right, well, how do I help you? By letting me help you. Well, there's only one way you can help me. You happen to have $8,000 on you? Oh, no. We don't carry money up there in heaven. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Well, it comes in really handy down here, Buster. Yeah, this isn't going to be so easy. So you still think that killing yourself will make everybody happy? No, I guess not. It's supposed to be better if I'd never been born at all. What was that? Well, I said I wish I was never born! Oh, George, you mustn't say things like that. Hey, now wait a minute. That's an idea. What do you think, Joseph? All right. You got your wish. You'd never been born. Now you don't have to make that big of a fuss about it. What was that? I said you'd never been born. You know, all of your problems are gone. No Potter chasing after you with the sheriff. No $8,000. Well, say something again in this ear. Oh yeah, you can hear in that ear. I haven't heard anything in that ear since I was a kid. I must be hearing things. Must have been that cold water. Come on, Clarence. Let's go get a drink. Let's go to Martini's. Well, things are going to be a lot different here than you've noticed. Oh, hey, where's my car? My car, I had it parked right here. It was leaned against that tree. Oh, excuse me. What car? I ran into your tree here. What, this? Yeah, I left a big gash right there. You must mean 2 other trees, mister. You had me worried there. It's the oldest tree in Pottersville. Oh, Pottersville? Don't you mean Bedford Falls? I mean Pottersville. Don't you think I know where I live? What's the matter with you? I'll tell you what. Let's just go on and get a drink. Hey Nick, where's Martini? You want a martini? No, Martini, your boss, where is he? Look, pal, I'm Nick, and I run this place myself. So if you want something, all right, double bourbon. All right, how about you, son? Well, I think I'd like a blueberry daiquiri. Now listen, chum. We serve hard drinks for people who want to get drunk fast. And we don't need no characters around here giving the place atmosphere, if you know what I mean. Or do I have to slip you my left as a reminder? Now, take it easy, Nick. He's okay. You just... Okay. What's the matter with Nick? I never seen him act like that before. You'll see a lot of strange things here. Like, for instance... Like, take a look over there. Yeah, this place is a lot seedier than I remember. Sheesh. I mean, you got people dancing on the tables, you got... Oh my God, it's that lady. She must be one of them day workers. Oh, did you hear that? Somebody just made it. What do you mean? Well, every time a bell rings, means an angel gets his wings. That does it. Out you two go! Through the door or through the window, it don't matter to me. Now, Nick, just take it easy. And another thing, where do you come off calling me Nick? Well, that's your name, isn't it? So what if it is I don't know you from Adam? Hey, wait. Hey, you, get over here! Spare some change. Didn't I ever tell you never to come panhandling around here? Mr. Gower! Mr. Gower! It's me, George Bailey. Don't you recognize me? No. Throw that bum out of here! What? Wait a minute. Wasn't that Mr. Gower the druggist? That's another reason for me not to like you. That poor sicko over there had spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. And if you know him, you must be a sicko yourself for a jailbird. Now, would you kindly escort these gentlemen out? Hey, wait, I can... Well, God dang. Wait a minute, this says Nick's. It's supposed to say Martini's place. Well, Martini doesn't own the bar in this what-if scenario. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my, what happened to Bedford Falls? It's nothing but pawn shops and like sleazery and debauchery. A diamond dance? Girls, girls, girls! Top dancing professionals! Oh, what happened to the building alone? What happened to the building alone? It's a jitterbug joint! What the I'm losing my head! Ernie! Ernie! Oops. Sorry. Yeah, where can I take you? Ernie, take me home, take me home. Where do you live? Now, don't you start this too, Ernie. You know where I live, 320 Sycamore. All right, 320 Sycamore? Now listen to me. You're Ernie Bishop, right? You're 34 years old. You live in Bailey Park with your wife and your daughter. And you've been seeing my wife? Oh, I've been to your house 100 times. Look, pal, I live in a slum in Potter's Field. My wife left me 3 years ago, and she took the kid, and I don't know you from Adam. All right, just take me home. Hey, Bert, better watch this one. What the Bailey home returned to its former state. Wallpaper peeling off, columns falling down, holes in the roof. What, this is where you live? Man, this house hasn't been lived in for decades. Mary! Mary! Mary, Petey, Janie, Zuzu, Tommy! Oh. Oh, thank you. Meanwhile, back at Nick's bar. Hey, look, I'm giving out angel wings here. Come and get 'em. Where's my family, Clarence? Well, you don't have a family. You don't have an identity. You're nobody. You have no wallet. You have no driver's license. You have no papers. You have no insurance policy. They're not there either. What's not there? Zuzu's petals. I gotta get out of here. I'm going home. I'm going to my mom's house. Ma boarding house. Ma Bailey boarding house. Ma! Do I know you? Ma, something's the matter with me. I must have taken a bad step. You have to help me. You gotta take me in here. Wait till I get over it. What do you keep calling me Mom for? And I don't take in strangers unless they're sent by someone I know. Well, I know everyone you know. I know your brother-in-law, Billy. Oh, you do? When'd you see him last? Oh, I saw him today at his house. That's a lie! He's been in the insane asylum for 20 years. And that's where you belong. Strange, isn't it, George? How many lives one man touches in his life? When he's not there, he leaves an awful hole, doesn't he? Well, I know you're some kind of hypnotist or something. Well, I'm gonna break out of this. Now, the last person I talked to before this all happened was Martini. Well, you know where he lives? Of course I know where he lives. He lives in Bailey Park. What the? Well, this is Bailey. This isn't Bailey Park. Well, George, are you really that dense? There can't be a Bailey Park if you didn't build it. Well, where? It's a big cemetery. Well, you weren't around to build these houses, George. What's this great? Harry Bailey. Harry Bailey. Harry Bailey died at the age of 9. He fell through the ice. That's a lie! Harry Bailey went to war. He went to war. He got the Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of everyone on that transport. Everyone on that transport died, George. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. See, you really did have a wonderful life. I don't know how you know these things, Clarence, but tell me, where's Mary? Where's Mary? You're not gonna like it, George. Where's my wife? The worst fate of all. She's an old maid. She never got married. Where is she? Where's Mary, Clarence? She's closing up the library. Oh, gosh. There's got to be an easier way to get wings than this. Oh, Mary. 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 Oh, Mary, don't come here. Don't you recognize me? It's your husband. Come here, Mary. I need you. Where are our kids? Ah, no. Hey, you. What are you doing? Get off me, Tom. Pete. That's my wife. All right, now you come along with me. Now get out of here, Bert. You just come. I'm sorry to do this. Ow. He's getting away. Don't worry. This'll fix him. Dang it. Clarence! Clarence! Help me, Clarence! Please! Help me! Bring me back to my wife and kid! I want to live again! Clarence! Take me back! Take me back! God! God, help! Help! I will. George! George, are you okay? Now get out of here, Bert, or I'll hit you again! Well, George, we've been really worried about you. We found your car plowed into a tree and... Well, hey, you okay? Your mouth's bleeding. My mouth? My mouth's bleeding, Bert! My mouth's bleeding! Susan's pedals. There they are! Bert! Hey! Merry Christmas! For you. Oh, home. Oh, hello, Mr. Bank Examiner. It's good to see you. George, it turns out, yeah, I know, we don't have $8,000. Isn't it amazing? George, I have something for you. I bet it's a warrant for my arrest. Isn't that great? I'm going to jail. Mary, where are you? Daddy! Kids! Oh, God bless this drafty old house. God. Kids! Oh, Petey, Janie, Tommy. Oh, I miss you. Daddy! Oh, Susan, my little ginger snap, how are you? Fine, not a smidge of temperature. Not a smidge of temperature. Oh, of course there isn't. Oh. George! Mary! Oh. Are you real? Come here. Oh, George, it's been a Christmas miracle. Come on downstairs. Okay, you wait here. Okay, Uncle Billy, bring him in. All right, everybody, come on in. I have to tell you, this is all Mary's doing. She went and, like everyone that you've ever been friends with or ever did anything to, they all said, George, if he needs help, you know, they didn't even ask any questions. They just gave us out money. Here comes some more. Hey, it's Mr. Gower. I made the rounds of all my charging accounts. For you, Bailey. Hey, it's Mr. Montini. Hey, I took all this out of the jukebox. Hey, it's Annie, our maid that I actually omitted from the show. I saved this money in case I ever get a husband. Oh, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a house over my head here. There, you can take my hat and my coat. Here's my pocket watch. Here's everything. Here, play with that, Zuzu. Hey, wait. Wait a minute. I got a telegram right here. Dear George, stop. Mr. Gower cabled and said that you need money. Stop. My office has been instructed to advance you up to $25,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry Christmas. Sam Wainwright. Oh my God. It's a Christmas Hey, Mr. Martini, how about some wine?
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners and sons. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies.
That's okay. Jinx, that's good. The fool flew all the way down here in a blizzard just to see you. I tell you what, I left the presidential ceremony right at the altar. I told him, my brother needs me. And so, Merry Christmas. Hey, a toast to George Bailey, the richest man in town. Cheers!
Cheers!
Look, Daddy. Teacher said every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wing.
Yeah, that's right. Atta boy, Clarence.